What's going on, Guardians? Your man Sly here, and this officially marks the first week of Rise of Iron. Seems like yesterday I was sitting here counting down the hours for a reset to happen so that I could be the first to meet Tapir and see network errors for the first couple of hours. The memories. This week has absolutely flown by, and it's been a blast like always. The suspense of flying into the raid, not knowing what's next, will we find chests, secret rooms, Easter eggs, and the cherry on top is that we found all three. This is the first full raid where my clan and I blind raided all the way through and figured out the entire raid by ourselves. The last three we did, at some point in time, we had to look something up because we couldn't just figure it out. So that's definitely a good feeling. So, hope you guys are all enjoying Rise of Iron as much as I am and looking forward to a new week of loot. So, the good thing out there, for those PvP players, your raid equivalent will be opening back up this coming Friday, September 30th. Rise of Iron Trials of Osiris will be live in just a little over 4 days. New weapons, new armor, shaders, emblems, the works, so get ready, guys. And speaking of ready, we've just added more stuff to check out for the weekly reset now, so let's go ahead, not waste any time, and start this bad boy up. You guys ready? It's Tuesday, September 27th, and this is your first Destiny Rise of Iron Weekly Reset Guide. Alright guys, glad you come to watch my channel, and I appreciate the support you all have shown me as I start to make videos for Planet Destiny. It really means a lot. I was actually kind of nervous about starting up with such a big channel. But first things first, we're going to stay here in orbit and check out all of the weeklies. As usual, we're starting with the Crucible playlist first, and our first playlist for this week is a 3v3 game type salvage. Following that, something I have never seen in a weekly playlist before, and that is Combined Arms. All-out team warfare with vehicles, large maps, so make sure you get those snipes ready. And like I said, Trials of Osiris returns this Friday, so make sure you're going to get ready. Alright, next up, we're going to be checking out the Nightfall, and as usual, we're going to start out with the modifiers. Our boy Epic is still here, representing. Epic, heavily shielded, highly aggressive, augmented super soldiers appear in great numbers. Then we have Berserk, Minions of Darkness won't flinch even after massive damage. Small Arms is up next, primary weapon damage is favored, and then we have Chaff, player radar is disabled. Then the last mod for this week is Airborne, players deal more damage while in the air. Way easier than last week's Arc Burn. That Hive Boomer and Shank machine guns were absolutely insane. Alright, well let's hop in and see what we're going to be messing up this week.
Those fallen in the Ishtar sink on Venus? Story is they raided the prison of elders in the Reef. Got a
Archon Priest. So if you're still trying to get yourself that perfect Taken shotgun, this could be your week. But don't worry, it's nothing that you can't live without. Also, I did go and check, this is the Taken version. Alright, now we're hopping into the Heroic Strike playlist and checking out its modifiers. First up, we have Epic's little brother, Heroic. Enemies appear in great numbers and are more aggressive. Next, Solar Burn. Solar damage is greatly increased. After that, we have Small Arms. Primary weapon damage is favored. And then finally, Ironclad. More enemies have shields. Alright, next up we have new addition to the weekly reset guide, and that is Fellwinter Peak, the Iron Temple. It's freshly 5 a.m. here, and right away you know what's on everyone's mind first, the new inventory. So let's join the crowd and see what new loot my girl Tyra is going to have for us. So a couple of questions have been answered this morning involving weekly patrol quests and how to get other artifacts. First, Tyra Karn will give you a quest every week entitled Artifacts of the Iron Lords. The first step, just like last time, is to perform noble deeds within the Plaguelands. The reward will be another Iron Lord's Legacy, which can then be traded in for one of the new artifacts this week. Speaking of artifacts, let's go ahead and check them out. First up, we have the Memory of Fellwinter. Lose your super, but gain an extra grenade and melee charge and a small boost to all your stats. Orbs grant melee and grenade energy. This one seems interesting, and it just depends on how much of a boost we can expect. Next, we have Memory of Scory. When your super is full, nearby allies' supers recharge faster. This just depends on how fast your teammate's super will actually recharge to see if it's actually worth using. Finally, we have Memory of Perun. Enemy guardians with full supers and all enemies with low health are highlighted. A decent PvP artifact, but nothing groundbreaking. Alright, next let's go take a look at Shiro and see if we can answer a few other questions that a lot of people had about the weekly patrol quests. And as you can see right here, you have to physically pick up the patrol quests again for this week. And again, just like Tyra, they haven't changed, unfortunately. Same quest lines, same things to do. This quest is called This Corrupted Land. You have to complete 15 patrols, 5 kill patrols, 3 assassinations, and then finally 3 quarantines. As you can see here, the patrol quest is something you need to do 5 times in order to cross it out of your book. You could have already completed it 3 times, once per character, but most only focused on 1 character last week, so there are still a lot of Guardians out there needing to finish. Finally, let's take a look at the Iron Lord bounties. And guys, I love these bounties. They are a massive XP boost and are crazy at leveling up factions. Always complete these, y'all. On top of that, you can get the Thorn quest to drop from turning in these bounties. Another reason to complete them besides needing to do them for your record book. So first up, we have Crushing Blows. Use the Iron Battle Axe or powerful enemy weapons to decimate hostile threats. Pull the Plug is next. Kill fallen mages or ultras. That's easy. Next, Anti-Splicer. Complete patrols in the Plaguelands. Something you need to do anyway. And our last bounty for the week is another Archon's Forge bounty, Servitors. Complete Servitor encounters in the Archon's Forge. Alright, well that's it for new things inside the Iron Temple. Time to head back to the old, well-worn paths of the Reef and the Tower. First, we're going to check out the Reef and my girl Petra. Now, believe it or not, the Queen has entire sets of brand new armor for each class of Guardian. Queen's Wrath armor can be obtained by leveling up Petra Venge, and some of it looks pretty sweet. These bounties she sells are pretty powerful XP-wise, and just a few of them will rank you up. So taking the time to do these will rank you up all the time, plus they're pretty easy to do. Alright, anyways, let's take a look here first, and then later on we'll run by Varix and see what our boy Space Cricket has up his sleeve. So first up, the usual wanted bounty, take the wanted, kill Urksuri, lost to Oryx. Second bounty is take them out, kill 12 named or consumed Fallen, Hive, Vex, or Cabal on Mars, and then the easiest of them all, kill 100 taken. Now, let's go check out Varix. Okay, so the Prison of Elders is in a cool spot right now. You can use it to upgrade weapons and armor to 365. Completing your card still drops the same weapons and armor as before, but they will drop a few lights higher than what you are right now, all the way up to 365. So if you're still trying to get your first character up, this is not a bad way to go. A little overdone, but nonetheless, it definitely works. Alright, so first things first, even after your 385, still grab these things, guys. Synths and materials are flying out of the inventory, and whatever you can get is a good thing to have. I've already used just about everything I stocked up on pre-Rise of Iron, and this will definitely help. Alright, well let's take a look at the bounties first, and we have Impressive Performance. Earn points in the Prison of Elders. Next up, Light Show, generate 100 orbs in the Prison of Elders, and lastly we have Kill Them Back. Kill enemies in level 41 PoE or the Challenge of Elders. This week's bonus modifier is Super Kills, and you can check back up in orbit and you'll see that the prison modifiers with Super Kills this week are fresh troops. Some enemy squads have been fortified with additional reinforcements, which is great for trying to get points, and then we have Chaff. Player radar is disabled. Alright, so before we head over to the tower, for old time's sake, let's just drop by the Dreadnaught and check it out. We have Kingsfall over here begging for some love, and even Oryx is throwing down his own challenge, with very few takers, I'm afraid. He even aligned with Mini Crota to be the tier 3 boss court of Oryx. Not a soul in sight. Those poor Hive gods. Anyways, guys, last stop, going to the tower. Now, along with other changes we've seen, Shaxx bounties have been condensed into just one, and they change themes every week. For launch day for Rise of Iron, we had one weekly bounty that revolved around Supremacy. Now, this week, the bounty has changed to Taking Control, and it's all based around the Control game type. So to finish this bounty, all you have to do is complete 7 matches. Not win, only complete them. Then snag yourself 30 advantage kills, participate in 15 captures, and then grab 1 beeline. For those that don't know, beeline is a medal you can get for skipping your home spawn at A or C, of course, depending on your spawn, and then quote-unquote beelining it right to control point B and capturing it. That will earn you the beeline medal. Now, you have to capture it to earn it, so with this bounty out, expect everyone else to be doing the same thing. I personally have mixed feelings about the bounties, but nonetheless, it's still a ton of experience and not something you can finish in just one match, so it's not that bad. But I do miss the multiple bounties. That was fun sometimes. Alright, Guardians, well, that's it. The first weekly reset for Rise of Iron, and I'm excited to cover something new from now on. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to stay in touch, follow me or hit me up on Twitter at SlyNation. It's the best place to stay in the know about everything Rise of Iron, Destiny, and once Destiny slows down, The Division. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, guys, this is your boy Sly. Done, gone, out.